Shrimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Creation, Preface. We must know the present need of human society. And what is the need? Human society is no longer bordered by the geographical limits to a particular countries or communities. Human society is broader than the Middle Age, and the world tendency is towards one state or one human society. The ideals of a spiritual communism, according to the Shrimad Bhagavatam, are based more or less on the oneness of the entire human society, nay, of the entire energy of the living being. The need is felt by the great thinker to make this a successful ideology. Shrimad Bhagavatam will fill this need in a human society. It begins therefore with an aphorism of a Vedanta philosophy, Janma Adi Yasya Yada, to establish the ideal of a common cause. Human society at the present moment is not in the darkness of oblivion. It has made rapid progress in the field of material comfort, education, and economical development throughout the entire world. But there is a pinprick somewhere in the social body at the large, and therefore there are a large scale quarrels even over less important issues. There is a need of a clue as to how humanity can become one in peace, friendship, and prosperity with a common cause. Shrimad Bhagavatam will fill this need, for it is a cultural presentation for the re-spiritualization of the entire human society. Shrimad Bhagavatam should be introduced also in school and colleges, for it is recommended by the great student devotee Prahlad Maharaj in order to change the demoniac face of society. Kaumaracharit pragno dharman bhagavataniha durlabham manusham janma tadapya dhruvamarthadam. Bhagavatam 7.6.1. Despitely in a human society is due to lack of principle. In a godless civilization, there is a God or Almighty One from whom everything emanates, by whom everything is maintained, and in whom everything is merged to rest. Material science has tried to find the ultimate source of creation very insufficiently, but it is a fact that there is one ultimate source of everything that be. This ultimate source is explained rationally and authoritatively in the beautiful Bhagavatam or Shrimad Bhagavatam. Shrimad Bhagavatam is a transcendental science, not only for the knowing the ultimate source of everything, but also for knowing our relationship with Him and our duty towards perfection of the human society on the basis of the perfect knowledge. It is a powerful reading matter in the Sanskrit language, and it is now rendered into English elaborately, so that simply by the careful reading one will know God perfectly well, so much so that the reader will be sufficiently educated to defend himself from the onslaught of atheists. Over and above this, the reader will be able to convert others to accepting God as a concrete principle. Shrimad Bhagavatam begins with the definition of the ultimate source. It is a bona fide commentary on the Vedanta Sutra by the same author, Srila Vyasadeva, and gradually it develops into 9 cantos up to the highest state of a God realization. The only qualification one needs to study this great book of transcendental knowledge is to be proceed step by step cautiously and not to jump forward haphazardly as with an ordinary book. It should be gone through chapter by chapter, one after another. The reading matter is so arranged with the original Sanskrit text in an English transliteration, synonyms, translation, and a purport so that one is sure to become a God realized soul at the end of finishing the first 9 cantos. The ninth canto is distinct from the 10th canto is distinct from the first 9 canto because it deals directly with the transcendental activities of the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. One will be unable to capture the effect of a 10th canto without going through the first 9 cantos. The book is complete in a 12 cantos, each independent, but it is good for all to read them in a small installments one after another. I must admit my frailties in the present Shrimad Bhagavatam, but still I am hopeful for its good reception by the thinkers and leaders of a society on the strength of the following statement of a Shrimad Bhagavatam 1.5.11. तद्वाग्विसर्गो जनताग्रविप्लवो यस्मिन् प्रतिश्लोकमपद्यवत्यपि नामानि अनन्तस्य यशोऽन्कितानि यत् शृण्वन्ति गायन्ति गृह्णन्ति साधवः. On the other hand, the literature which is full of description of a transcendental glories of the name, fame, form, and a pastime of the ultimate supreme Lord is a transcendental creation meant for bringing about the revolution in the impious life of a misdirected civilization. Such transcendental literature, even though irregularly composed, is heard, sung, and accepted by purified men who are thoroughly honest. Om Tat Sada A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Hare Krishna.